We are here today at the historic Myrtle Beach Colored School Museum and Education Center, and I am here with the lovely Cookie Goings. She is the primary tour guide. How are you?
I am well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Such a pleasure to be here. I am just thrilled to learn about this museum. So tell us about this museum, how it originated. Just give us the scoop.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for even thinking about us and for being here today. It is a very special place that opened on June 24th, 2006. But that grand opening day came after 20 plus years of research and just working from the committee members. There were 9 committee members who were former students, and they served as a committee member who worked for over 20 years to have this building become a reality as a testament to, I think, their tenacity, their perseverance, but their willingness just to stick to it, because they wanted a place, a standing and a lasting memorial that served as a space for us to gather.
So tell me about the museum. What are the aspects of this museum?
So as I shared with you, their initial purpose was to have a building, but it wasn't this building that came to mind. Their initial goal was to save their original school building, which sat kind of diagonally across the street from where this building is. So the historic Myrtle Beach, the actual color school itself, opened in 1932 and closed in 1953. So that was their original goal, was to save that building. But by the time their voices were heard and they got a seat at the table and they started doing the walkthroughs, the asbestos, the mold, it had just sat for so long and had been used as a warehouse that it was too far gone. So it was unsalvageable. And they did the next best thing, which was to come, gather around the table again, and build this building, which is a replica, an exact replica of the original school that opened in 32 and closed in 1953.
Incredible. So what are the rooms featured in this museum?
Okay, so we're standing here in the space that is the classroom that's actually dedicated to the students. And not just the 9 committee members, but all of the students who entered that building from 1932 to 1953. There's a section that we call the journey, that actually is a timeline that begins in 1910, where prior to the school opening in 32, they were taught in the 2 churches, Mount Olive AME Church and Sandy Grove Baptist Church, because on Jim Crow South, segregation, there were no schools for them. And so they were taught in the churches. So the timeline kind of is the journey from the time of being taught in the churches to the school opening, to Carver Training School opening in 1953, to some of those people who were the first students, some of their children being the first to integrate, like Myrtle Beach High School and the elementary school. There's another section that has artifacts from their time of growing up, where there's the lye soap and the hair dryers and stuff that kind of looks like astronauts' hats. And, part of the history of having, cotton, knowing about cotton and some old textbooks. So this space, the actual classroom part of the museum, is dedicated to those students.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Cookie, for sharing with us on Living Local, and we're excited to see the rest of this beautiful museum.
And I'm looking forward to sharing with you.